Close the house, shut it up. Who are you legislating for? What laws are you making when the country is running in blood? The country is running in blood and tears.
President Bola Ahmed Tinubu is doing his best. Correct. He's doing his best.
Rather than focus on what we're supposed to talk about, we go back to say, oh, during 2015, oh, the Chibok girls happened, and oh, we are now rescuing people. People were not rescued at that time.
They say your party has failed Nigerians.
Why are you quoting?
No. Deal with the issue, whether or not your party has not failed.
For me, I would not say try your best to put your house in order. I will not help you to do so either.
Nigeria is a classless society. If you take the people you call leaders, go to the Senate, go to the House of Reps.
To Plan B TV News, Gist and Blog. It's been 10 years since Goodluck Ebele Jonathan left office. Ever since he left office, we have two presidents. One who completed his tenure and the other one is currently ruling, making it a total 10 years of APC administrative ruling or controlling Nigeria. But still, they are still blaming Goodluck Ebele Jonathan for everything. When I came across this particular video, this interview of Sheun from Arise TV News with the former governor of Edo State, Oshiomhole, now a city senator in Esako representing Edo State, I want you guys to pay attention when they were asking him if Tinubu have faith in his renewed hope that he promised Nigeria, the security and everything. He couldn't just answer, but he decided to fault Goodluck Ebele Jonathan. I want you guys to listen.
They say your party has failed Nigerians.
You say that
you know, and the question is, these are the alternatives.
People, if you are not, you quote people with credibility.
So
why are you quoting?
No. Deal with the issue, whether or not your party has not failed Nigerians.
Okay.
Has your party been successful in keeping Nigerians secure?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
You know how many people that have been kidnapped from their schools in the last few days, Senator? How do you defend that?
Chill. What problem you have is that you speak your questions selectively. Order whose government, order which political party, the insurgency and insecurity became a big issue in Nigeria. It was under the People's Democratic Party. Check the record. Who was the president? Which party was in power when there was a particular breakout in I believe Maiduguri, where they killed a guy who was said to have been a commissioner, who was alleged to be the leader of Boko Haram. So it is not what they say, it is what you know about them. And you have a duty to educate Nigerians. The only thing Amechi and Atiku have in common is frustration. The Amechi thought he could become president because I don't know how he made his money. And he could give so much to people as he did. And people collected his money and he lost. He has not. When Amechi can look at you, shave in the face, and tell you, I'm hungry, trivializing serious national issues, trivializing hunger. My prayer for you is that may he not be hungry. But he's so hungry of power. He's so hungry of power that he can't wait.
Senator, don't deflect the main issue here.
What is the main issue?
Your party. You made promises to Nigerians. In the last few days.
That's why I ask you.
How would you defend the fact that this country is safer today than it was a few years ago?
In the last few weeks, a number of criminals who have contributed to undermining the peace and security of Nigeria, whether as terrorists or as bandits or by whatever name called, they have been brought to justice. And more are awaiting trial. And I read them from your own news station. So don't behave as if somebody is sleeping.
This brings me to another video of MPP party chairman Galadima. Galadima on his own came out to confess and said, this is not even time to blame Goodluck Jonathan. Goodluck Ebele Jonathan even did far more better, like really far more better than all these things that these people are saying. But I want you guys to listen to what he said.
Me that speak to you seated here was one of the greatest critics of Jonathan's presidency and the way at that time he handled the matters. I didn't know that God will disgrace me to show me that Jonathan was even a saint and a better administrator than those that follow him. The insecurity reached its highest level. 6 weeks, some few days to election. And Jonathan suspended the election, put off the election, and took another 6 weeks and brought mercenaries. If this government today has that opportunity of chaos, 1 or 2 weeks to election, they will allow it to continue so that they can write figures and announce themselves as winners. But Jonathan stopped that election, and he knew for sure that if there was a free and fair election, no incumbent government can get second term. He's an educated man with PhD. He knows that. But because of his humane nature, he postponed the election for 6 weeks, brought in mercenaries, and within 6 weeks, those mercenaries stabilized Nigeria, and there was no polling booth in Nigeria that elections did not take place. If Jonathan has done that time, 2015, what stops this government from copying what Jonathan has done? After all, hiring mercenaries to deal with this insurgency and other pockets of banditry across the country costs less than 10% of what the military takes today. So economically, it is better to hire the mercenaries, give them contract, secure this area, we will pay you this, and you fold your arms. And it is done. It is, the credit goes to you. So why can't Nigerian leaders be patriotic citizens of our country?
And I thank God. They took all this matter from TV stations, they are throwing shade and all of that. They take it to the Senate. And that's opened doors for a debate. Instead of those senators that are representing their senatorial districts to be thinking on how to secure their people, they are thinking on how to secure themselves, though not all. And when I say debate, you have to be in the two sides. One are for the people, one are for themselves. I want you guys to watch this particular video of what this senator, the motive that this senator raised, saying that if we cannot protect the citizen which we are representing, I think we should just declare a state of emergency in the Senate House. Let's just close. Let's close until the president man up and do the needful. I want you guys to listen.
Close the house. Shut it up. Who are you legislating for? What laws are you making when the country is running in blood? The country is running in blood and tears. You cannot go, the farmers cannot go to farm. Our market, our traders cannot go to market. Worshippers cannot go to mosque, cannot go to churches. Then what are you legislating here? Mr. Speaker, if the government is not prepared to actually do the right thing that will protect the lives and property of our people, I urge on you, I urge on this honorable house, as a house of the people of Nigeria, to stand up to pay the supreme cost. And that is no more than to shut this house down and to call emergency on any legislative issue and wait until the right thing is taken by the government of the day. Mr. Speaker, I also want to believe we are equally responsible. We should also go down to our constituencies and lead civil organizations, like the civil vigilante. Let's go and reorganize our vigilante groups. We take commands and take charges of such civil organizations to see how we can salvage and protect our country, Nigeria. What is happening today, Mr. Speaker, is not just to call for mere security or an average performance of security agencies. What we expect of Nigerian government, no more, no less, my Speaker, is to have absolute security. It's for us to have absolute safety. Mr. Speaker, Nigeria must have absolute protection of the lives and property of our own people. This is my take, Mr. Speaker, and I also want to use the opportunity to tell you that my immediate constituency, which is enclaved at the southern part of my state, Kano, is also undergoing serious danger, because in the constituency we have what we call the huge Polgore Game Reserve, lying in between Kaduna State, Plateau State, Bauchi State, through Ningi and Bura, Mr. Speaker, and also contacting some part of Jigawa State to the axis of Take. This place used to be a tourist attraction. Many people come in, including tourists from abroad. But because of the dilapidating security situation in my state, Mr. Speaker, today, abduction and kidnappings, not only in the forest, in our homes, has become a daily affair, a daily occurrence. Just like what the pharmacist may prescribe to you in the hospital to ask you to take Panadol once in the day, in the morning, one in the afternoon, and another one in the evening. That is how kidnapping is so prevalent in my federal constituency. This place that used to be an attraction for tourists, it has now become like an extension of the Sambisa forest in Borno State. So we have to definitely do something. Mr. Speaker, I may not have enough time to continue my submissions, but I want to thank you so much for giving our members this opportunity to speak. And I also want to urge members to continue in the spirit we have started. I have not seen anybody here speaking as a southern member of the House of Reps. I have not seen anyone here speaking as a northern member of the House of Reps. I am the leader of the Northern Caucus, Northern Regional Caucus. I am also not speaking as a member representing the northern part of this country. The security challenges that we are facing is a colossal one, it's a collective one that has to do with the Nigerian nation. And we must step up to that expectation and deal with this matter once and for all. Mr. Speaker, I want to thank you, and I want to thank honorable members for listening to me. And I also want to further tell you that I have not lost my hope in the renewed hope agenda. I'm still a proud member of the APC.
No, we can see it from your cap. We know you are a strong believer.
Mr. Speaker. When this motive came, you want to clap. Wow, good. These men have good intention for Nigeria, but not all, like I said in the beginning. I want you guys to watch this particular video of the senator. What he's saying, in the course of this crisis, oh, don't withdraw our security. You know, the president said that you withdraw at least almost all the security from the VIP. You know, the insurgency that is going on, what concerns this one is how to protect himself and his family. And I want you guys to listen to what he said.
President, I'm afraid I have to disagree with the idea of withdrawing police aids to VIPs. That is going to put another danger, because the VIPs are going to be the next target, and the government will come back and revise the policy.
Now, you listen to what Senator Gwamako said. You listen to what he's saying. Anyway, all man for himself. Some of them were sent to the Senate to represent their people, while some were sent there to represent their family. A lot of you saw that particular video that was trending a certain time that the senator brought his wife to brag in the Senate. I have 4 wives. Oh, if you think I'm lying, they have over 21, maybe 25 children. I'm still counting. Is that what they sent you to do in the Senate? But now, I want you guys to watch this particular Deputy Speaker Benjamin. What he said in all of this that is going on in Nigeria. We'll be right back.
Ban on structured amnesty negotiation and ransom payment by any government entity. Mandate criminal justice enforcement over expediency. Mr. Speaker, honorable colleagues, despite strong anti-kidnapping laws like life imprisonment, death penalty for kidnapping, the practice continues because it is alleged that government entities negotiate with bandits and pay ransom. That is one of the things that the House must investigate. Security analysts confirm that amnesty deals and peace negotiation, they legitimize violence. They embolden armed group and undermine rule of law. Documented pattern across Zamfara, Katsina, Sokoto shows stage ceremonies where captives are released and rusty weapons surrendered, followed by rapid restoration or resumption of violence. What then is the legislative solution on that? The legislative solution required there is to ban unstructured amnesty negotiation and ransom payment by any government entity. Mandate criminal justice enforcement over expediency. Number 2 on that list is police funding crisis. Mr. Speaker, the Nigerian police force suffers from the following. Number 1, low budgetary allocation with incomplete and late disbursement. Number 2 is unaccounted state government and private donation creating corruption channels. Number 3 is no transparent auditing mechanism. And this is not starting with this administration. It has been there before now. So what is the impact of this? The impact of this is that operational paralysis is observed, inability to plan effectively is observed, and perpetuation of inefficiency is also recorded. What then is the legislative solution? Because for every problem, there must be a solution. The legislative solution here is to mandate sustained, predictable funding, require rigorous record keeping, and audit all Nigerian police funds, including donation. The number 3 is centralized policing model failure. Federal-only policing model cannot meet diverse localized security needs of 36 states and 774 local governments, Mr. Speaker. Let's tell ourselves the truth. Whether we call it state police, whether we call it community police, whether we call it local government police, the need to decentralize has become very necessary. Some argue for the amendment of Section 214 of the Constitution and the second schedule. Some say leave it as it is. Whatever it is important.
Now, when you watch these collective debates, some are saying they should declare a state of emergency, the Senate should just close because they are not doing anything. All they are doing is just to share money. Why can't we just pressure the president? Why can't we do the needful? Why can't we do this? Why they were still raising this motion? Adams Oshiomhole from nowhere just jump out. Don't blame Tinubu. Tinubu is not our problem. Tinubu is not the issue. Oh, let's blow Jonathan. He said it in the TV station. Now he's in the Senate, still defending Bola Ahmed Tinubu. I want you guys to listen to what Adams Oshiomhole said. We'll be right back.
President Bola Ahmed Tinubu is doing his best.
Correct.
He's doing his best. That we have not yet there doesn't mean that he has done anything knowingly, whether by negligence or lack of interest. Under your leadership, Mr. President, you have encouraged us to approve not once, not twice, special supplementary budget to support our armed forces, arising from the request of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Those requests were not meant for the armed forces to buy ice cream. It wasn't meant for them to do tobola in military nightclubs. They are meant to strengthen the armed forces, to re-equip them, to give them access to acquire modern technology, and to train, and even now, directive to recruit more men and women into the armed forces. Therefore, there can be no question that President Tinubu is doing his best. In moments like this, the devil can come in and make us so confused that we might turn against ourselves and then, by default, allow the enemy to behave as if he's happy at an upper hand. However, what I think we should do, which under your leadership, even in your statement, you have already encouraged us to come up with such suggestion, is in the light of what we now know, what can we begin to do differently and contribute those ideas to support the executive initiatives? What there, for example, is, and you amplified it, even in greater details than any one of us in this house, when you revisited the statement by the governor of Kebbi State. Nigerians are entitled to know, and it is no longer national secret. The commander of that area who ordered that those men be withdrawn, it is to be a national secret to be kept within military cycle. Nigeria should know the name, and the person should be brought to justice under the Terrorist Act. Number 2, Mr. President.
Is it the view of the Senate that the issue just canvassed now, that should form part of our prayers?
Yes.
Those in support say aye. Aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it. That is taken. Yeah. We will form part of our prayers.
You listen to what Adams Oshiomhole said. Though he said President Bola Ahmed Tinubu.
President Bola Ahmed Tinubu is doing his best.
We shouldn't blame President Bola Ahmed Tinubu because President Bola Ahmed Tinubu is doing his best. Is his best enough? No.
President Bola
What kind
Ahmed
of best is he doing?
his best.
By requesting for the service chief or the armed forces leader to come to the Aso Rock for an emergency meeting. But unfortunately, when they get there, he's sleeping.
President Bola Ahmed is doing his best.
Now he said that he should withdraw the VIP. He should withdraw the police from the VIPs. Others are saying no, they should not withdraw it. Will they follow that up? No. Who will it fall back to? Him. Now, there is something he said in this particular video, and I just laughed. Adas Oshiomhole is somebody that I respect so much. He said that President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, in his appraisal, saying he needs or to recruit over 100,000 soldiers, like Nigerians, 100 should join. Adas Oshiomhole is not childless, he has children. His own children, that they forbid to join the Nigerian army, neither Akpabio or the rest people that are there, their children, they forbid to enter Nigerian army. Let their children join, let people see. Like, Adas Oshiomhole will raise a motion and said, I volunteer that 3 of my children will be on the war front. They are going to make sure, I'm going to make sure that they belong or they join these Nigerian armed forces. And they will be on the front line to fight this insurgency. They will just talk, go with your convoy and go home. The children of the poor will be the one that you people are taking advantage of. Vulnerable over them. Why? Because they are poor, they need money. When you hear 70,000 per month as a military personnel, you want to join. 120,000 per month after 5 years plus, you want to join. Why? Because of the hunger in town. All of them, they know what they are doing. They know exactly the problem of Nigeria. They know, but they don't just want to talk about it. The problem, now they say state police. They don't want to empower state police. They need federal so that the federal will keep on using. You can't even give command to the police. You can't give command to the Nigerian military. Why? Because the federal controls them. If you arrest anybody with the call from the federal, they will release the bandits. Their hands are tied. The state hands are tied. This particular video of Oji Zokalu, what he also said in the Senate, is still blaming. We shouldn't blame Tinubu. He's still blaming the state. I want you guys to listen.
Chief Emeritus, that's why. Otherwise, time is off. 1 minute.
Thank you, Mr. President. Thank you, Mr. President. My name is Oshiomhole. Mr. President, I think my heart goes to the government and people of Kebbi State on what happened yesterday. The issue is that most state executives are not putting enough time in pursuing security. Security is not only federal government issue. We have many people that were governors here. I would like this Senate to discuss with the governors forum, because most governors have not put in enough energy upon the kind of money they are receiving to pursue internal security. Security is not only the job of federal government. I was governor from 1999 to 2007. I know what I did and borrowed to other states to secure our area. We went out of every blame is on the federal government. No, I never blamed Obasanjo for 1 day as a governor. I took the challenge in my hand to face out all criminals out of Abia State. And I went to help Anambra State. I went to help other states around that area. I believe our governors have a lot of input to do in this. Not only the military. The governors should support the military.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
They should support the military, not only in fund, but keeping our gears.
Thank you. Time is off.
All the states now, they are doing their best. They are doing their best in the sense that they are creating the state security service, which is with the vigilante, giving them uniform. But they are limited to some weapons. Vigilante cannot carry more than one passion. Imagine now, I watched a video from Edo State where vigilante engaged in with kidnapper. The vigilante, they run. Because before you crack one passion like this, boom, the bullet will always get to some certain range. It cannot go far. But those kidnapper, they put her for AK-47. Vigilante run, leave back. To the point that the kidnapper burns all the bags, take picture with and post. Me, before we move on, I will say, If we don't blame Tinubu, who should we blame? Because me, personally, I don't get it. Why is it that anytime Nigerian politicians want to campaign, they campaign with the full chest to tell you that what this man could not do, what your past administration could not do, what this his predecessor could not do. I'm here to do it. Vote for me. I will do it. I'll make sure I give you roads. I'll make sure I provide electricity. I provide 1,000 jobs. I provide this. You vote for them. Immediately you vote for them. 1 year, 2 years, 3 years. You ask all those things you said you're going to do. Why are you not doing it? Don't blame me. Blame the past one. Now the past one I caused everything with the apple. If the past one caused everything, why did you think we voted for you? Is it not to rectify the error that you think that, or we all thought that this particular past administration did, that you said you can correct it? I don't understand why you will call an engineer who said that, oh, this building is not good. You didn't call him. He came out and said, I'm a professional in this kind of building that is not good. I know this building is cracked. Okay, give me this building. I'll make sure I do this. I have PhD in this area. I can do this with my team. I make sure that I fix this building and this building will be more okay. You gave to him 1 year, 2 years, 3 years. You are giving him all the resources to do it too. He's not doing anything. Not that you are seeing him making efforts to make sure that he restructure that building. You say, no, don't blame me. Why you blame me? Now the past engineer and spoil now. Why you blame me? Say, why are you here? You are here to fix it. But why are you not fixing it? Not that you are fixing it and people are saying, oh, your efforts, you are trying to do it, but they are still spoiling it. Oh, no, you are not doing anything. You just come to site and drink and you are complaining. You come to site and look at how, where are we going to start? Anyway, thank God for Senator Abiribe. Senator Abiribe came out and the speech that he gave, these are the people that you can say, yes, we have a representative in the Senate House. Not a person like Nedo Nwoko. But I want you guys to listen to what Senator Abiribe said. We'll be right back.
South. The writer, George Orwell, made a very profound statement, which I will quote. He says that in times of universal deceit, telling the truth becomes a revolutionary act. We are being told every day to be patriotic. We are being told here that we shouldn't say anything against. We are being told that, oh, you shouldn't talk about the past. You should focus on the present. Yet, on this floor, rather than focus on what we're supposed to talk about, we go back to say, oh, during 2015, oh, the Chibok girls happened, and oh, we are now rescuing people. People were not rescued at that time. During Chibok, 17 local governments in Katsina were not having parleys with bandits. People in Kebbi were not leaving all the rural areas and coming to only the urban areas to stay. People in Niger were not being kidnapped. So why do we need to? At any time we need to talk about the present issues of today. We go back to start to look for excuse for our failures of today. I only want to say, let us do the right thing. We're not blaming this government for what they are finding itself, but it is the government in power, and they should do the right thing. What are the right things? We take only one example. The governor of Kebbi said that somebody ordered troops out and people were kidnapped. Till today, nobody in Nigeria knows what happened, and no question has been asked. And we are sitting down here as a parliament, and we turn and we talk. Yet, somebody is responsible. If I'm the commander-in-chief, I will call the army commander in that place and the head of the army and say, if you don't get me the head of this person who withdrew the troops to put all these children in jeopardy, then you make an example of him. That is how a country is run. A country is not run on pacification. A country is run on confronting issues. I rest my case.
You listen to what he said, the eloquent speech. This is not time to force people. Whenever you want to talk about the history of Nigeria, how the Igbo were persecuted, the revolution that happened in Nigeria, the genocide that happened in Nigeria, the Senate will raise a motion. Let's not talk about the past history, even to the point that they're stopping the school. You don't need to teach any history. The only history you need to teach in school right now is to tell you who was the president, the past president, the previous president, and the people that fought for the freedom of Nigeria. They will never tell you what happened, how these people persecute your family or your ancestors. They don't allow you to talk about it. But according to him, whenever we are dealing on issues and matters at hand, we start blaming the past. You say we shouldn't talk about the past. Why are you always blaming good luck? And the same good luck you people are blaming, there are video evidence that you people were the one that caused the crisis. The Boko Haram, the ISIS, the Al-Qaeda, the ISWAP, the Fulani, everything. You people from the APC generated it. According to the information, you people saw the previous video that we posted where they accused Kachi Shettima for aiding that terrorist that bombed Sasha Market. Everybody's pointing finger. Talk about the Borno State who created Boko Haram, the former Borno State governor. Talk about all of them that are in APC government now that Tinubu is appointing or giving position. But they said we shouldn't force. Okay. You might want to think that, oh, after all of this speech, Akpabio will stand as a Senate president and said, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, you must do this. If you don't do this, we make sure as a Senate we do this. We want the soldiers to occupy this. We want sophisticated weapons, all this, that. That's what we were expecting after all this debate. Guess what? Senator Akpabio raised his mantle. I said, the First Lady of Nigeria, Senator Oluremi Tinubu, have invited us to come and eat jollof rice. Those that are going to say yay, yay. Those that are not going to say no, the yay have it. All of us are going to eat rice. If you think I'm lying, watch the video.
Remi Tinubu CON, First Lady of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. So this is like an invitation by the mother to the children on a Friday. So I wish you sumptuous meal and fruitful discussion. Senator Wamako, you are looking at me as if you are going to travel, don't you? This is very important. So we all meet there on Friday.
Now you listen to what he said. In all of this crisis, the president's wife is cooking rice and fufu with pomo and egusi to invite the senator to come and eat. Why are they doing that? So that there will not be pressure from the Senate to force the president. You cannot eat my food and tomorrow you go on Senate and be criticizing me. No, it's not going to be done. That makes we have bond. You come my party, we eat, we dance, we merit, we drink. Tomorrow you cannot criticize. You can't do that. That is why the Emir of Kano, Salisu Lamido, said that Nigeria is a joke. According to him, he said Nigeria is a joke. All our leaders are a joke. Like all our leaders are mediocre. All of them are clown. I want you guys to listen to what he said.
Nigeria is a classless society. If you take the people you call leaders, go to the Senate, go to the House of Reps, you can go and pick 109 Nigerians at random without election. Put them in the Senate chambers, and the results may not be different from what you're getting now. Okay? Because the truth is, you have highly educated people in government, but they behave like illiterates. They forget their education behind. When you talk about praise singing, why would a man who is an educated man, an accomplished man, why would he be a praise singer to anyone? Why would he not be able to face his boss and say, Oga, we're not doing that, this is the truth? And why would a person in authority not have the confidence to listen to those around him and take criticism? Okay. So you've got people who are supposed to be the representatives of the values of society. By the time you become a governor, honestly, you should be beyond looking for money. You have been given an opportunity to take care of the lives of millions of people, to educate children, to save lives, to provide health care, to build infrastructure. All you are thinking of is a car, a house. I mean, are you that cheap? Or some bank account, and you see them, and at the end of the day they leave office. After a few years they die, and the children are fighting over the money. Then they get the money, and then they go on drugs, and everything is wasted. That money would have been better spent educating millions of young people and saving lives. So if we really want to fix this country, we need to have a class. The ruling class needs to have values beyond stomach infrastructure.
Is it not a shame to Nigeria that in the face of everything, despite the debate, the insecurity, everything that's going on in Nigeria, all they care is to go and eat jollof rice? Or to go and eat. That's why your vice president went to the G20 summit in South Africa, in Johannesburg. All he could say, they don't need private military in Nigeria. They don't want anybody to join them to fight this insurgency. The other senator is saying that nobody should withdraw police from the VIP. Why? These are their children. These are their children cruising with convoy, military convoy protecting them. And these are them on a VIP tank, like bulletproof van. These are them. So meanwhile, if they are enjoying all of this life, their children are enjoying this life, do you think that they will care about you? But thank God we're in Nigeria. President has said his own that they should withdraw those. Will they do it? No. They will not do it. They will not follow up. Their own is to talk, and go and eat rice. But they will not follow up to really know that if these police have been withdrawn. No. Anyway, if you can't talk about Nigeria and be happy, you must be mad to understand Nigeria. Anyway, I love you guys. Please, guys, I'm begging you, take me to 200,000 subscribers. Subscribe to my channel if you are enjoying my video. I beg you. If you have subscribed, thank you very much. God bless you. For all of you that are returning to watch my video, liking and commenting, sharing, may God continue to bless you, make provision for you at the least expected time. That thing you have been praying for, may God give it to you, visit you, and your home is blessed. I love you guys. God love you more. Until we meet again. Bye.
Party ahead of the next general election.
We are going to win. Inshallah. Inshallah.
For me, I would not say try your best to put your house in order. I will not help you to do so either. It is indeed a pleasure to witness you in such a disarray.